Bob Dupuis. Presented by one of the great hockey players, All-American, Boston University, Hall of Famer, Richie Green.
I don't really need these. If I hear that for Boston's song one more time, Coach Dupuis and I are going to have an issue here. Members of the Hall of Fame, members of the Hall of Fame Committee, 1995 inductees, family and friends. First of all, I'd like to thank the committee for involving me in the program this evening as the person presenting Bob Dupuis. I was first introduced to Bob as an 8th grader at the West Junior High School when Coach Dupuis came into the Watertown school system as the junior high school physical education teacher and coach. I obviously had no idea at that point what a positive influence and close friendship would come about as a result of that meeting. As a teacher and coach, Bob always showed detailed preparation, taught individual and group discipline, and had a contagious will to compete and to win. He was a dedicated educator and coach. Bob was responsible for organizing and getting the school committee to accept the first 9th grade hockey team here in Watertown, which I was fortunate enough to play on. Bob had good timing. We were undefeated at 9-0 that year. As the Watertown High School hockey coach, people away from the program did not realize the extra effort he put into his schedule. In those years, with only 2 hours of ice rental time a week, Coach Dupuis always looked for the extras. He had a contact at the skating club in Brighton where we practice, and he would always schedule us for the first rental in the morning at 6 a.m. Somehow Bob always had a key to the back door, and we would start practicing at 5:15 and get 45 minutes of free ice time. In early winter, he became an ice scout. As soon as there was any lengthy frost, Bob would get in his car and find the first frozen natural outdoor ice and rush back and organize an outdoor practice for that day. Bob, on behalf of all your players, I hope you realize how much we appreciate your dedication. But tonight we are here to honor these inductees as athletes. By the time I began hanging around Victory Field as a little kid in the late 40s, Bob had graduated from the high school in an accelerated program in 1944 as a result of World War II. But even though I did not see him play, his record speaks for itself. Bob was a 3-sport star in football, hockey, and baseball. He was a quarterback in football, a defenseman in hockey, and a pitcher in baseball. During his sophomore year, the hockey team was co-champions of the Bay State Hockey League. As his athletic career flourished, Bob was named captain of the hockey team his senior year and was elected to the first all-scholastic hockey team, of which there were only 6 members in all of Eastern Massachusetts, a very elite group. During his junior year in baseball, he had an 8-1 record as the ace of the pitching staff. He was again named to the all-scholastic team, this time in baseball. Bob didn't play baseball in his senior year because of his early graduation and military obligation. Coach Murphy, who had Bob in 3 sports, called him one of the best athletes he ever coached. an all-scholastic in 2 sports. Added to this, and certainly not going unnoticed, are Bob's academic achievements. During both junior high and high school, besides starring in 3 sports, he maintained high grades and was a member of the National Honor Society. This guy had the whole package. An accomplished athlete, an honor student, and a person with great character. I know Bob's lovely wife, Jean, and his children, Pamela, Lisa, Scott, and Robbie, feel great pride in this honor. On behalf of the committee, it gives me tremendous pleasure and pride to present for induction into the Watertown High School Hall of Fame for 1995, my coach, Bob Dupuis.
I won't talk too long, but I want to inform Nick Pappas why Bobby Capadonna played a great game that day. It was because of Ma Dupuis' special concoction.